Yo, what's happening, everybody? So we're back with another one, and we know it went down this weekend. BoomBox Classic, Jack State versus Southern, two heavyweight bands, always in the top of any band rankings you can find. They're gonna be there. So we know it's pretty early this year. So we know oftentimes earlier you don't really know what to expect. No, bands are still developing, books are still filling out. So don't really know what we're gonna get out of this one. We've seen some highs and some lows from both bands. Some things that both bands need to clean up. So what this one is gonna come down to is which band is gonna be cleaner. Who's gonna hold things together a lot more. We've seen some issues where people have been sticking out in both bands. Who's been able to clean that up and play a little bit more together. The band that does that is going to be the one to come out on top of this one. I expect this to be a heavyweight battle. You know, they're going to be going back and forth, throwing punches at each other as they always do. But we're going to jump into this one, see how it went. BoomBox Classic. Let's get it. All right, so we're starting with the 0 quarter. Shout out to MF Cool Productions for the dope footage. Make sure you go over there and hit the like button. Let's get it. Nice visual effects, MF Cool. I like that. All right, we have Southern up first. Okay. All right, Mellows. Okay, it's a really good start, Southern. Okay, trumpets. All right, tubas. How you? How you, woodwinds? Okay, that was nice. Euphoniums are just ridiculous. All right, Mellows, watch it. Trumpets. Really good start, Southern. Really strong. Trumpets and Mellows, watch those releases. Other than that, that was really good. Okay. All right, Jackson. Really strong sound. Okay. Nice energy. You got the crowd into it. Both bands got the crowd into it. That's how you want to start. You want to pull your crowd into it on the first song. Good job, both mans. That's a really good first round. That's how you want to start a battle. All right, Southern, what you got? Okay. As I said, they're going to be punching each other. Euphoniums, man. Look like he's having issues with his gimbal. Like he was having a little bit of technical difficulty. Okay, Tubers. Come on, Snares. Snares, you caused the tempo to be off right there. Yeah, other than that slight tempo issue that happened, where things kind of got rushed and whatever, they got it back together. They didn't let it fall apart. That's really good. See, it didn't happen that time. Good job. You played it through the second time without the tempo issue. So that's a good job, man. Good job, Southern. Other than that tempo issue, that was really, this is really good. Really good. Okay. All right, let's see if Jackson's cleaned up the tempo issues they've had on this. Okay, trombones. All right, trumpets. That coming down on that. Okay, mellows. Mellows. Okay, so they fixed the tempo issue right there. Man. Okay. Little small things a little slight intonation issues at points, but nothing major. Okay. All right, somebody came in early. Okay. Okay. Another solid one. Other than the person coming in on the attack early in the intro, again, is really another solid song. Okay. Okay, that was good. Yeah, outside of that one mishap in the intro, that was really good. So then that run up, that chromatic run up was really nice. Sheesh. Jackson State, good lord, come on, man. Okay, that was solid. No major mistakes or anything. All right, Southern, what you got? Huh? Alright, Trumpets. That run was kind of fumbly. I don't know if that was supposed to be staccato or slurred, but if you slurred it, you didn't do it well. Okay. Good job, trombones. That's a nice lead. Okay. I don't know how to feel about that, honestly. Like, don't get me wrong. Before y'all even start, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. For me, I think it's in a weird key. Okay. Jackson State is saying that they're not going to follow Southern. They're going to change it up. Okay, tubers. Sheesh. Okay, that was cool. I see what they're trying to do. They're not following Southern. They're going, they're trying to change it up and see what Southern's gonna follow up with. Come on, trumpets. Trumpets and mellows, some bad releases going on. Okay, euphoniums. Come on, mellows. Y'all were doing really good in the beginning, mellows. Okay, tubers. Huh? Okay. Okay, solid ending.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to AEW Oakland Stadium. Between your
Okay. Now Jackson State is baiting Southern. Southern is leading in this battle, but Jackson State is switching things up, trying to get Southern to follow them, and it seems to be working. So now what you're seeing is Southern is starting to follow Jackson State in the battle. Good job, trombones. All right, Mellows, I heard that somebody held over you, sticking out. Other than that, there were no really other major mistakes. There was no really major mistakes, but come on, Mellows, got to clean it up.
No, it's way over y'all. It's way over there. It's way up there. You know, you got this motherfucker like in the head.
Okay. All right, Tubers. Come on, Mellows. Okay, that was nice. That was a nice walk down. Okay. Like I said, there wasn't any really major mistakes, anything in that. That was pretty solid overall. Good job, Southern. Again, like I said, they were going to be punching each other, so we knew. Okay. I heard that. So it wasn't but a split, but somebody wasn't sure when they were supposed to drop down. I heard it. mellows. Okay. Okay, Southern. Okay. It's starting to speed up. Tempo is starting to get rushed. They were so amped and ready to play it back that come on mellows that the tempo is getting rushed. Okay, trombones. Come on, trumpets. Y'all probably can't hear it, but there's one person on trumpet that is just that last part played completely wrong notes through that whole part. Okay. All right, so that's where he ended it. I do know. I think there was something else played, but it was, yeah. I know DJ was playing and stuff like that. Because I did see, some other clips trying to make sure which one I was gonna use. But yeah. So that was Jack State versus Southern, the 0 quarter. The takeaways from this one is both bands are really strong. For this to be this early in the season and to be throwing haymakers back and forth like that is really really remarkable. Are there still some things that need to be cleaned up? Yes, from both bands still. There were moments. Both bands had people sticking out. Jack State with the mellows. Southern mellophones and trumpets. There were times with Southern where some things sounded kind of fumbly, as if there were some people that really didn't quite know their music. The biggest things for me for Southern was one, bad releases on the trumpets and mellows. On Sucker for Pain was bringing pain until the tempo issue. And then you had, I think it's Fiend, where someone comes in and attacks early. Those are small things, but they're big things. And those are things that me personally, from the Southern, that I know I'm not used to seeing. Again, it is early in the season. You have young musicians, and this is the first time that we've seen Southern's whole band. So some of those kids are kind of, the crabs are kind of nervous and kind of anxious, and things happen. They haven't quite settled in yet. So, you can kind of, some of those things you can kind of attribute to that. But overall, both bands did a really great job. Both bands sound really good. Southern is going to be, because I can tell you that after this, they're going to go back and they're going to clean those things up. For the rest of you bands going forward for the rest of the season, I'm telling you, make sure that you play everything that you do against Southern clean, because they're going to clean it up and they're going to come for your heads. I'm warning you. Listen to me now. What you heard from Southern this past weekend in this video, in this zero quarter, I can guarantee you're not going to hear it from them again the rest of the season. They're going to be on a mission. I'm warning you. And for Jackson, same thing. You got to clean up those things where people are sticking out. They cleaned up their tempo issues. Again, and there were some moments where trumpets were little pitchy. Little things, intonation that made them sound a little pitchy. As they keep going, as they keep growing, they're going to get better with that. So for this one, in this one we have Southern with I have Southern with 7 and Jackson State with 10. So Jackson State takes the zero quarter 10-7. Again, close battle. And it came down to those 3 major execution things. The bad releases from Southern, which attributed to making it sound like people didn't know their music also. The tempo issue on Sucker for Pain and the person coming in early on those attacks. And what's love got to do with it? Seems to be I don't know if it's the chord structure itself or it's the key, but something with the intro, it doesn't draw you into the song. That arrangement is pretty interesting in itself. And I'm not entirely sure personally if I would have called that in the zero quarter. That is something else that played out here. Normally when Southern's leading, they do a good job of leading. They don't let bands bait them into following them. But in this instance, Southern, you start looking about halfway through the battle, Jackson State started throwing out things to switch up from what Southern was doing. And Southern started responding. And as you got towards the end of the battle, you ran into a thing where Jackson State, who was following, was now leading the battle, and Southern, who was leading, was now following. That's never the trap you want to fall into when you're leading. You have to continue leading. If the other band throws out something that was off from what you played, you got to throw something else off to try to get them back into that road. You don't want to let them take over the battle like that, because now they're following, but they have control of the battle. And that's something that Southern historically has done a good job of. When they're leading, they never let other bands bait them into following. I don't know what happened on this occasion, but they let Jackson State bait them and they took the bait. Yeah, but that's just my thoughts, my opinions. Let me know what you thought. Drop below in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one. And I'm out.